you go. All right, Tami, what brings you to Urban World?
I am here to support the Short Film Festival. I'm an avid watcher and supporter of the African American diaspora and our cultural stories and things that are directly relative to us. So I had to come out. Urban World is the only place, one of the largest venues that you can see our stories. So I'm always going to come to Urban World. I'm always going to support, and I love their shorts program.
So which movie you support?
I actually saw The Crossover, which is directed by Tina Mabry. I saw The Bluest Note and a film, Nani, that I loved. I thought all of those three films were exceptional. Doing It in the Park by Papito Garcia was awesome. And tonight I'm watching In the Middle of Nowhere by Ava Duvernay.
That's what's up, that's what's up. So we know you're going to be in a series soon, right?
Yes, I am one of the series regular characters on a show called Bells for TV1. And I'm excited because it's with Elise Neal, Miguel Nunez, Ella Joyce, Keith David, you know, some phenomenal talent. So it gives me a chance to be with them and absorb their energy every day. And, you know, just put out some good family comedy.
So how many episodes you shot so far?
We've shot 6 so far.
Okay.
6 episodes so far.
What's your character about?
My character is Loretta, and the story is about this African-American family in Atlanta who owns a soul food restaurant, the hottest soul food restaurant in Atlanta. And I'm one of the sisters, Elise Neal's my sister, and I'm just the hot, sexy sister who makes sure everything in Atlanta happens at Bells.
That's what's up. And you're doing this year, the new Basktball Wives?
I actually am doing the new season.
Did they shoot it already?
We start in 2 weeks. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see who's coming back, who's not going to be there, you know, because they don't tell us until we show up for taping. But I'll be there with some new stuff and some more drama and all of the above.
That's what's up. So we got 2 channels to watch you on.
Yes, yes. VH1, TV1, and hopefully there'll be a third with my own reality show called Tammy's Real World. So
that's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, that's what we need. Thanks a lot. Tell us who you are. We know who you are, but you know, the movie you starring.
Hi, my name is Emayatzy Corinealdi, and I'm here with the movie Middle of Nowhere, written and directed by Ava Duvernay.
And what's the movie about?
The film is about a woman, Ruby, my character, who is on a journey of self-discovery. She's rediscovering who she is as a woman after her husband has been incarcerated.
Okay, and some information about you. This is your first role?
What's that?
First role, second role, third role?
This is my first leading role. So Ava gave me a shot, and you know, I said I'm gonna take this joke and run with it.
Okay.
So that's what it is.
So you're happy to get your first main
yes.
project?
Yes.
How long did it take to shoot?
Huh?
How long did it take to shoot?
18 days.
18 days?
18 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you.
Yes.
All right. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. You can tape it too, no matter, you know what I'm saying? Ava, how you doing? You're the new It Girl.
Thank you.
I see you everywhere in different magazines. So,
thank you.
So explain this project. How did this project come together?
You know, this is a project that we're presenting at Urban World. I love Urban World. I consider myself an Urban World filmmaker. Every film I've made, the shorts, the documentaries, the narratives has played here. They really embrace, you know, kind of everything that I do in supporting me as a filmmaker. Which I think is just really important to trying to help me in my growth. Okay. So this is the latest narrative. It's a love story. It's complex. It's set against the world of families who have loved ones incarcerated, and you know, I hope people like it.
What did you learn from your last film and its success that you carried over to this particular?
That's a great question. I think what I learned from I Will Follow was that it can be done. You know what I mean? It can be done without a lot of money. It can be done without a big studio. It can be done without a lot of advertising support. You know, that was a film that we made for $50,000 that we distributed, you know, with our own hands, and it did well. And so it really, for me, was proof that, you know, all the rules can be broken. Yeah.
You wrote this one, right?
I wrote this one, yes.
You wrote every one so far, you did, right?
I did so far, yeah.
What was the idea of writing this one?
What's that?
What was the idea behind writing this one?
You know, just always interested in writing about the complexities of women's lives. So often we see caricatures, you know, a woman is the side to the man who's the main action. I'm really interested in kind of complex, nuanced portrayals of women, particularly sisters, particularly black women. So that was really the core of it.
film that was harder in this film and vice versa? Something that was hard in that film,
Right.
easy in this film.
This film was harder because it was, you know, and I Will Follow, we were all in one house. We were in one location through the whole thing, if you've seen that film. So this one, every day we were moving, had to get acclimated to a new location every time, get comfortable. So that's just something in growing as a filmmaker that I have to get used to. But I like the idea of kind of being in that one house. It was kind of like in the old days where they used to be on a stage.
Yeah.
And it was, everything was on the stage.
Honeymooners, everything was on that one stage.
So there's something to that that's really beautiful. You start to become at home in a place. But no, it was great.
Alrighty. And with this new film, what are your hopes for it? How long before it is released to the theater? And what's your turnaround time, you think, for DVDs?
Yeah, the film is released nationally on October 12th. You can find it in LA, New York, Atlanta, Philadelphia, and DC on October 12th. And then the next week it expands to like 19 more cities. So, you know, most folks in major cities can find it in October. I hope people will support the first weekend, and, you know, it'll be on DVD next year.
Okay, brother, one more question.
My last two questions is two questions. One was since now you're known as a Hollywood, it's independent, right?
Yeah.
Has Hollywood been calling since now that you're known? That's number one.
Say it again?
Has Hollywood been calling you now that you're known?
Okay.
Another question was, what was the short I seen one time with Urban World about a young lady who went to a grocery store?
Yeah, that was mine.
Right, it seems like it was yours. What was the name of that, and when did we see that?
It was called Saturday Night Live. It was my first short. Cannot believe you remember it.
Yeah, I remember.
You must be a hardcore cinephile if you remember that film.
Yeah,
it is long buried and in the drawer.
Really?
We licensed it to Showtime, so it ran on Showtime for like 4 years.
Okay.
And now it's in my drawer, and you will not see it.
Wow. I want to show my mom that film. I thought it was
Maybe
good.
I'll send it to you. How about
Please
that?
do, please
Okay.
do.
My last two questions. My first question is, what type of director are you? A lot of directors have different styles. Some are yellers, some are perfectionists. How would you articulate your directing?
That's an interesting question. It's a really great question. I think my directing style, I don't know what it is. I know that I like to be in love with everyone I'm working with. Like, I really like to like them as people. So the set feels very friendly, and it feels like a collaboration. I'm not the leader who's dictating what everyone does. I'm just kind of guiding and making sure we stay on track.
And lastly, for all writers, either novels or scripts or screenplays or whatever, pardon me, how would you advise a writer to power through to the end of that grand opus? How would you advise, what advice would you give them to just power through it and finish?
Writing is horrible. It's a horrible process. I do not like it. I have no advice on how to do it better. It's a painful, pride-swallowing siege. My heart goes out to all writers. I don't enjoy it. Some writers are like, oh, it's my time to just commune with nature. I don't like it. And so you have to just finish by any means necessary. Everyone has a different process. And my process is a lot of procrastination. And then setting a deadline for myself and just trying to get it done.
Fantastic. Okay, one more question. I'm sorry. What's next for Affirm? For Ava Duvernay?
Yeah, so Affirm releases Middle of Nowhere on October 12th. We're announcing our next film in November. And right now I'm directing a documentary for ESPN on Venus Williams. And just finished my next script for the next film.
Fantastic. What's this about?
I can't tell you what it's about, but it's going to be good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate you, brother.